All right, let's do shop update number 2. So we're back working on the old school Volkswagen up there. Getting ready for the engine swap. Almost done with the engine bay modifications. And then the new engine will be ready to go in. Got the turbo GR86 in. It's got a little sadness on the engine. Trying to figure out what's going on, but we installed this turbo kit. It's got a ball bearing turbocharger. And looks good looking car. Runs good. We just got to figure out what the misfire is and we'll get it back on the road. So at the Porsche Club event this weekend, uh, the gas pumps had water in them, and a couple of our customer cars got a lot of water in their gas tank. Saw reduced power issues and check engine lights. So we're going to be pulling all the fuel out of the tank on this here pretty soon, and we're going to put a new fuel filter, clean the fuel system completely out and injectors, and then hopefully this car doesn't suffer any major issues from the water and the gas. But yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. We got the red G80 M3 back from VIR, where they went and ran, had an amazing time. And they told me somewhere on this car there's a sticker that says, oh, here we go. Check it out. I survived my first lap at Virginia International Raceway. So it's kind of a scary track to drive on, especially with something with 600 horsepower like this M3. But they made it through the 2 days. They had a great coach, awesome time. And we're getting ready to order a new set of tires for the car. It's going to go through our full detail and cleanup service from Slick Obsession Detailing. And then we'll get the track inspection completed and get it ready for the next track day. We've got a full clutch kit with a lightweight aluminum flywheel going into 996 Carrera. Got the transmission out. This is the old throwout bearing, and she's thrown out, so we got a new one. Yeah, German's been doing an awesome job on this. So got the transmission is out, and then we put in a new rear main seal, and you can see all the happiness going on up in there. There's the old clutch. Got a dual mass flywheel, it's super heavy, and the pressure plate. There's literally nothing left of the clutch, I don't think. Let's take a look, pull it apart here. Yeah, take a look at that. So there's like nothing left on this clutch disc. Completely shot. And you can look at the surface here on the pressure plates just completely wore out. So yeah, and also the flywheel was worn out too. But yep, we're getting it all fixed up with a much lighter flywheel, a better clutch kit. Come on, focus, camera. There we go. Yeah, we'll have this thing buttoned up tomorrow and ready for a test drive. Really nice looking older Porsche 911 track car. All right, so we've got old school Datsun going on the lift today. Had a lot of issues getting the correct parts to come in, not from the parts supplier, but the actual shipping from FedEx or UPS just kept sending to the wrong place. But we're putting some new axles in the back and boots and everything. Then we'll get this thing on the scales, the corner balance and alignment. It's got a pretty neat bottom end, aftermarket suspension, super clean build on this thing. Check out that rear suspension. Wow, cool. That little exhaust shooting out right there. That's really neat. So yeah, have this bad boy ready to run. I'm gonna take a walk over here to Slick Obsession, show you guys a couple of things they're working on today. So they've got a beautiful, well, everything they work on pretty much is beautiful, but a lot of new Porsche stuff comes through here. Paint protection film they put on. But I want to show you something cool about this. I think this is a Macan. Look how shiny the rotors are. They look like mirrors. Like, look at that. You can see the phone and me talking. So these are supposed to be an option, I guess, for like super quiet, super low dust, and the calipers come in white. And then also on the back, David from Slick Obsession was telling me that. Look at that, just like a mirror finish on the rotors. Super cool. I've never seen that. the white calipers. But yeah, this is like a brand new. I think it's a brand new Macan, and I know they're doing some detail work and some paint protection film on this. They also do ceramic tint and windshield protection film as well. So on the other side, they've got a pretty sick Cadillac, and then they got a Mercedes over there. This is a CT4V, which is like one of Cadillac's newest sports sedans, and looks like they're doing more paint protection film and things like that. Um, let's go see what this Mercedes looks like. Is it a Mercedes? It is. Wow. Check it out. I don't even know what that is. It just says Turbo 4MATIC, and I like it. Huge brakes. Cool looking wheels. Beautiful cars on the daily. Hey, what's up, everybody? Joseph from Corsa Crew. I've been trying to do this shop update number 2 for about 3 different days, and I've had mic problems. I've had problems with the phone camera. Anyway, this is shop update 2, even though it's really like 5. So I want to show you guys a couple of cool things we're doing, some things around the shop. Corsa Brew High Octane, and we sell it in K-Cups, which we're sold out of at the moment, as you can see. But we also sell whole bean bags. Even though they say ground on them, we ran out of our labeled whole bean bags. This is whole bean. It just says ground. We got plenty of this up here for sale. This coffee is so good. If you've never had it, you need to come by and try it. We can give you a free sample. Got some Sour Strips candy. And this is just kind of in the waiting area. My daughters have been here, and they have been coloring and playing, and they didn't clean up their mess. How dare them. Anyway, we got the racing simulator over here just kind of laying idle. We were messing around on that earlier. And, just a couple of marketing things. If you ever want to come and see all the brands we sell, the things we do, we keep a lot of that stuff on this table. All right. Still got the little GR86 here. We can't quite figure out what's up with it, but we were told spark plugs were changed. Then it started just running terrible. So we're looking at the things that they may have taken off to do the spark plugs and trying to see if they left something unplugged. Not sure. This is the car that we did a full ball bearing turbo kit on. It's super cool, and it's not a manual transmission. This is a guy's daily driver. Not a track car or anything like that. It looks really racy. But yeah, still really quick. I think it makes like 300 horsepower, which is quite a lot for one of these. Plenty of horsepower. But yeah, we got to figure out what's going on with it. Not real sure. We haven't seen it in months, and it came back with a, issue here. So we'll get that figured out. And got the old 1980s Cabriolet up here. Getting ready to do an engine swap, and Mr. Paul has been working on that. We're getting close to finishing that up. And hey, Paul, is this a what car? 260. Yeah. So this is a 260 Datsun. Love the wheels, love the setup on it. We had to do some axle work back there in the back. Had a couple issues with some axles, and had to reset some suspension components in the right place. Getting ready to do corner balance, and then a right height set, brake, all that stuff, and then do the alignment. So once that's finished up, we'll be having that thing rolling. Let's see what else. Got the old 944 here. Trying to figure out why we're not getting spark. Got a new coil on it. And before that, we put a new ECU in it. And once we put the new ECU, we started getting voltage to the coil. So the ECU was definitely bad. Now we got voltage to the coil and still no spark. So we put a new coil, still no spark. So we're just kind of going down that rabbit hole trying to figure it out. This particular Porsche 944, I think it's a 1983. And the story is the guy's dad would never let him drive this when he was a little kid, a teenager. And he always wanted to drive it and have it. And finally, when his dad let him have the car to drive it, it doesn't run. So we're trying to get that sorted out. But this is a one owner 1983 Porsche 944. It's white, and it's got this cool, like brown interior. And I don't care what you say, I like it. It reminds me of a chocolate Hershey's bar or something. I just want to get in there and just, drive it. Got the old man's mission right there. I love these gauges in the 944s. They're all like yellow. Look at that. Isn't that cool? 1983 stuff. And I just think these seats are actually in really good shape. I mean, this is the driver's seat. So interior is just amazing on this thing. Got the Porsche floor mat. Got the brown doors here. And it's got a big old sunroof. Hard to tell in this video, but like, look at that. That's a huge sunroof. So that's the 944 and the story on it. Hopefully we'll have it running here pretty soon, and I'll get it cleaned up for him and see what else he wants to do with it. At least he can go out and drive it, and like he's always wanted to. And got a 981 Cayman here. Just put some new tires all the way around. Got them mounted and balanced. This thing's ready to rock and roll. Got the GT4 RS back from the track this past weekend at Barber. Had some good runs, but looks like there was an issue with the fuel tanks at the racetrack. They got water inside. And so we now have all this concoction created to pump the gas into that little cylinder right there. And the first bit we pumped out had, quite a lot of water gas mixture. It's very orangey, yellowy. Starting to look better now that we're getting towards the end of it. So I guess we're going to pump all this gas out, change fuel filter, try to run the whole fuel system out with some fresh fuel, and then crank the car back up and make sure it's going to be ready to rock and roll. It's down about 70 horsepower at the track and was misfiring, wouldn't shift gears, and turns out there's about 5 or 6 other cars that the same thing happened, and that's how we found out it was the gas pumps. So, yep, trying to get that sorted and hopefully figure it out, because boy, that's quite a problem. Got the old Dodge Coronet. German's been hustling on this thing. When this came to us, it would barely run at all, and now you can pull the choke or fire it up. It's got an automatic choke on the carburetor. Runs great. It's got a 318 with a 1-barrel, so it makes about 70 horsepower. I'm just kidding. It probably makes more than that, but really, really cool looking car. And this guy came down to move to Alabama from up north, shipped this car down here. I think he inherited this car maybe, and had been sitting for about 10 years. And so a lot of the parts on it were just crusty and whatever. But it's got a nice green top, cool green interior. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that cool? It's so fun driving these old cars around. I used to have a 1971 Camaro in 11th grade in high school with a 4-speed manual, red with white stripes and a white Z on the hood. And I sure missed that car. God, that was a lot of fun. But anyway, that kind of wraps it up for the shop at the moment. That's kind of what we got going on, and trying to get some of the stuff out of here and move on to the next projects. Let me check on Slick Obsession and make sure they're still alive over here. Steve finishing up the detail on GT3 over there. That thing looks so good. It's Mr. Julius's car. We store this car, track prep this car, and take it to Barber and other racetracks for him to drive, and bring it back, inspect it, clean it up, and get it ready again. So we got some Hoosier Track Attack Pro tires coming in about 2 weeks, and he's going to try those out, see how they do, see if we can get the lap times to go down a little bit. It looks like Slick Obsession just finished up that Mercedes. I was showing you guys the other day. That thing looks like something from the future, and it is the future, 2025. Oh wow! So that's a Corvette E-Ray. Check that out. We're deep in Slick Obsession territory right now. Look at these wheels. Carbon ceramic rotors. I love those wheels. So cool. Hey Garrett.
What did you do?
You're on YouTube and all other social medias of Corsa Crew.
That was my next question. Are we YouTubing right now?
Yeah, we are. I like this thing, man. Look at that.
It's quite the unit.
I like the wheels and the way it looks. I have not seen one of these yet. This thing is nice. I love those wheels. It's got carbon ceramic rotors too. That's pretty cool. These are fast. And they are electric. And gas, I think. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there watching this knows more about the Corvette E-Ray than I do. Oh, it's a hybrid. Garrett said a hybrid. So there you go. Well, I guess that wraps it up for shop update number 2. As we get cool projects in and we start new things, I'll keep you guys updated. And as we work on the older projects, I'll try to give you updates, let you know what happened and how we fixed it, what we did, things like that. If you need some work done here, Birmingham, Alabama, just give us a call or send us an email. Always put your first and last name, year, make, and model, the VIN number, and what you'd like to get done. We'd love to help you out. Hope you guys have a great day. See you later.